Right, morning traders. Happy Thursday. Welcome. Every single Wednesday through Friday, pre-market prep live here in the Discord with me. We normally keep it to about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how busy the markets are, what opportunities, how many questions there are. So we'll run down a few things as we get into it. Just please let me know if you have any questions, anything like that. Make sure to put in the chat, and I'm here to definitely go over that. We do have some news coming out in the next bit. And so we got that PPI news, if I'm not mistaken, in the next 20 minutes or so. Okay. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can or hear me all clearly. Appreciate you guys being on. Yeah, definitely a few lessons to learn from yesterday. So let's start off there, because I did not have a good day yesterday, and can definitely take some learning lessons from it. Pretty frustrating to see it now starting to roll over, but I did like the shorts below previous day's lows. You can see this white dotted line here on the 15-minute time frame is previous day's lows from the extended market hours, right? And what I was looking to do is, my best setups is we take it out and we look to trade the continuation of that. Obviously, now yesterday it did not work out. We ended up bouncing from that, and that's actually where the first hour, that opening candle continuation report, was actually bullish, and I probably should have been maybe staying out. I tried to short it first, yeah, and then I tried to get a little bit of a higher piece as well. So didn't end well. I was down, as mentioned. I think I put in the chat. There's always $4,000. So definitely some work ons, but let's just go to the main screen here, and let's just go to that S&P 500, and you can actually see in the last 6 months the previous day's range report. Okay, we can actually see by weekday, if we take out the lows, 67% of the time on a Wednesday, so not too great, but on a Thursday a little bit more bearish. So maybe that report, not leaning into that report yesterday, should have been probably something that I stayed aware of. And then if you look at the opening candle continuation report over here, okay, the opening candle continuation report, this basically measures the first hour. And if we close the first hour bullish, what is the chance that we close a bullish closing day and vice versa? You can actually see over here. So let's go to the New York 9:30 to 10:30. You can see, let's go by weekday. Okay, yesterday, and you can see 84% of the time, if that first hour is bullish, we actually close a bullish closing day. Funny enough, we actually closed, yes, we did, the regular market hours were bullish, but the extended market hours were actually not. They actually closed down yesterday, because you can actually see on the S&P, the Tuesday's closing price was up over here, and Wednesday's closing price was here. So we actually, from the extended market hours, closed bearish, but the regular market hours, we obviously closed bullish as a green closing day from 4:30 my time. I'm in South Africa, so 4:30, and we closed up here. Okay. So a lot of, and this is maybe a discussion we can maybe have today as well, but I think a big part and how I'm moving. So I've recently become a dad. The big part and parcel of like how I want to be moving going into the future with my trading is actually not really day trading as per se, more swing trading, from like holding trades from anywhere from a couple of hours to a couple of days is where I want to be transitioning. Anybody else experience anything like that? I want to speak about a swing trading report that we can use from Edgefill, but anyone experiencing anything like where, life sometimes getting a little bit too busy and you need to kind of transition? Anyone? Maybe in a few months, expecting a kid myself. Yeah, congrats on the kid. Yeah, so I just had a son, and life has obviously been getting quite a bit busier since that, and that's where kind of like I've been transitioning to more looking at the 15-minute time frame for swings rather than scalping on the lower time frames, and a lot less stressful as well. See, if I actually had a wider stop, maybe I was looking for shorts over here off this level, I could have had my stop above these highs over here. and that would have probably saved, it's a while to stop, but probably could have still been in the trade. And that's kind of just where I'm kind of transitioning to in the next couple. So we're going to be still watching these for shorts because that level actually still held the overnight session. You can actually see how that still held that level. If I must stop above these highs yet, 75, I would have still been in. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. But that's just something that I am looking for going into the future, just from a more longer term perspective for sure. Okay, so let's just go to some of the swing positions that I actually have at the moment. I've got some pound CAD longs at the minute. My stop's actually underneath a weekly VWAP, and this is something that we can discuss on some of these plays. Okay, I've got some longs, some pound dollar as well. And I want to speak about maybe a swing trading report that you guys can actually implement in your trading yourself. It can be a swing trading report or even a day trading report as well. But let's discuss it. Okay, so let's bring up the main screen over here. Let's go like this, and let's go to the opening week range report. Basically, what this report tells us is if after Monday and Tuesday, if the high or low is taken out, what are the chances that we have a double break? This can help us find, entries and bias, right? So for similar to the initial balance, after the first hour, if the highs are taken out, do we get continuation, and vice versa for the shorts? But basically, the opening week range report essentially tells us the same thing. So after Monday and Tuesday, we set a high and low. And then if we take out the highs, so let's just go to my pound dollar trade over here. So we can actually see, you guys know I trade a little bit of everything. I trade currencies, stocks, indexes, crypto. I'm just looking to trade wherever I find edge. But you can actually see over here. So if we look at Monday and Tuesday, now this is the previous week's range report with indicator, with edge fill. You can actually see here's the previous week's highs, the green bar, and then you can actually see the previous week's lows. You can actually change the settings over here, and you can actually get it like this, and you can actually fill the lines in so it actually makes it a little bit more clear like that. So you can see there's the previous week's highs, previous week's lows, etc., etc. Okay, so that just shows me the start of the week. That blue line is Monday this week. So just a little bit simpler to see when is the start of the week. Okay, so now you can actually see that after Monday and Tuesday, we can see here are the lows set on the week, and here were the highs. Okay, the highs the lows were set on Tuesday as well as the highs. So back up here. Okay, now you can actually see that what this report tells us, the opening week range report, is if we take out one side of that, see, broke opening week high, broke opening week low. If it only breaks both sides 19% of the time, okay, and you can customize this. You can have it from Monday only, Monday and Tuesday, Monday and Wednesday through to Wednesday, but I have it from Monday and Tuesday, okay. And as mentioned on pound dollar, so let's just go to pound dollar, GU. Okay, we can actually see that it only breaks both sides 11% of the time in the last 6 months. Let's actually go that to the daily like that. Okay, 18% of the time. Okay, always make sure you got the timings and everything all correct there as well. So we can also let's add my GBP CAD. Okay, let's add that too. And this is something you can look at a Tesla, anything. As I said, I trade a bit of everything, guys. And this is why you can when you're looking at it from a larger term perspective as well. So let's go to GCAD. You can actually see that now changes. Let's go opening week range report. Okay. And you can actually see that will change to 14% of the time. So very rarely do we break both sides. Now, how can you use that? Well, as I just mentioned, if we take out one side, which we do over here, we can look to take pullbacks as trades. So I do like this also, the daily time frame trading above levels, as well as the hourly time frame as well. But that's simply how you can actually use this report. Now you can use it for Tesla as well. So let's look at Tesla. Let's go to the start of the week would be here. So you can actually see we haven't taken out any of those levels yet. Here's Mondays, here's the highs. So let's draw that box those off. Here's the highs and here's the lows. Okay. We're going to use regular market hours, not extended, for Tesla. So let's just go to Tesla and let's go to the like that, Monday to Tuesday, like that. And we can actually see in the last 6 months, only 12% of the time do we break both sides. Now, of course, we haven't taken out either side yet because the lows are down here and the highs will back up here. So we're still trading within that range. And that's something that maybe you would be avoiding then in terms of a longer term swing. We are also trading below the daily, the hourly or the daily 5 SMA, which is this blue line coming across here. You guys know Brian Shannon loves using this as well. And that's something you can get up on your charts just for a longer term perspective from trend. Okay. Is that 5-day SMA. So you can come in and go moving average like this. And then simple. Okay. That's it. 5-day SMA. So we are still trading below that on Tesla. Something that I'm looking at on the stock side of things is maybe some meta for continuation. We are at all-time highs at the moment, but maybe possible continuation on that, as well as Apple. Apple's looking quite nice for possibly some continuation as well. We're trading above previous day's highs, which is obviously the report that I like to use. And then as well as that, I don't know why it's showing Monday there. There we go. It's just updated. As well as that opening week range high. Okay, you can see Monday and Tuesday like that to there. Okay, from the regular market hours. Okay, and we can actually see we are trading above that. So maybe yesterday you could have taken along at the close with maybe the stop like this. Yep, just broke out of a few-day range. Agreed. What's up, Ho? Good to have you on. Morning. So you could maybe be taking along at the close there, and maybe you could have your stop like that and be looking for a longer-term swing, maybe back up to 246 and maybe all-time highs as well. So this is something that I'm potentially watching for executing a trade with maybe the stop at 229 as well. Okay, so that opening week, yes, sir. Morning, Ho. Always great to have you on. So that is something that I am looking at. As you guys mentioned, I'm trading a bit of everything, currencies, indexes, as well as stocks. And then again, I do trade Bitcoin every now and again. I think, as mentioned, because just kind of transitioning to this new not longer, I wouldn't say longer, but new different way of trading rather than just looking to day trade every single day. I'm looking at positions with a larger perspective on my trading. So as Ho mentioned, we actually did break out of that multi-day consolidation as well. Okay. And we could be looking for new higher stops, maybe middle of that range would be very, very nice. As mentioned, look how we kind of base out here and then look to make a new leg up. So like kind of like this, kind of like basing out like that. And now looking to make that new leg up. Okay. So that's something that is on my radar to be looking at for the rest of the day. Anyone have any questions or anything that would like me to cover? What's up, Brad? Can see in the chat. We still need to get on a call, brother. Brad is I send all the guys to Brad. He's our support guy. Okay, no questions so far. Okay, any reports that you guys like to use? Brad, in the live chat, what questions or what reports are guys mostly wanting to use or mostly asking questions about? I know the gap fill is quite obviously most of the guys are day trading. I know there are a few swing traders that I do work with personally, but yeah, any what are some of the most favorite reports or anything like that? Initial balance tend to be one of the most used reports. Yep, that's initial balance, opening candle continuation, that type of stuff. Okay, we do have news in 10 minutes as mentioned. We'll see what we do get. But this is another one like you can actually see on GJ, so pound yen. You can actually, if you've had a nice run up here, I wanted to take longs. I missed this nice move. Just pretty poor on my side, to be honest. But you can actually see again if you use that same concept. So let's just wait for that thing to update. see this should be showing this week Monday from here. But here's Monday and Tuesday's highs. Okay, like that. You can see that box off Monday and Tuesday's highs. Okay, like this. And then you can actually see we get longs. We take out that Monday and Tuesday's highs here, and we can look for some extension to the high side. Let's see what the stats are actually on GJR for this opening candle opening week range report. We can actually see, okay, 18% of the time we take out both sides. So very rare as well, this is kind of very similar to that opening, that initial balance as well. Okay, so let's just go over Microsoft as well. We're still not trading too great on some of these Mag 7 stocks, which could, as I said, could bring maybe the indexes, down. DAX been on absolute tear. I was actually mentioning this on my stream yesterday, but DAX is actually up literally from the start of the year, 2nd Jan. DAX is literally up like 13%. It's actually pretty wild. DAX has just been on an absolute tear to start the year. Absolute tear. And this is the stuff that I want to take more advantage of, as looking at things from a broader perspective, right? Is I think I'm sometimes getting too caught up on lower time frames where this is some easy trades where you can just ride out. Now, you're never going to get all of the position, understand that. But sometimes just getting too narrow-minded, So, yeah. Very, very nice longs on that. I did manage to catch some of it, but not as much as I would have liked. NVIDIA trading at 131. We are currently sitting at that 5-day SMA, as you can see, after breaking through it over here. So pivotal point, I think, at the moment, to see if we want to go back higher. But at the moment, right now, trading pretty crap, actually. I mean, that's not great price action at all. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that for sure, too. VIX is currently up today 1.3%. Nothing too major there, but yeah. Okay, so as I said, I normally keep it to about 30 to 40 minutes. Any other questions that we do have in the chat here, please make sure to put it in, and we will cover it. See, just Bitcoin looks like, we're not really doing much on it at the moment as well. Pretty sideways chop at the minute. Here's another one example I showed you from the opening week range on EJ. Obviously, EJ and GJ will move very, very similar to each other. So that would make sense. Okay, so we've got news in 5, USD PPI news. We'll wait for that, and then we'll close up shop here for the day. And then, as mentioned, you can watch me on ASFX TV every single day as well, seeing if I'm taking any live positions, and then always put my daily review in the chat here at the end of each day. see what gold's actually doing. Gold actually trading above previous day's highs as well. Now you can see that white dotted line. So that will be interesting how we do react off that level for sure. That will be interesting because we're not looking super bullish at the moment in terms of price action. Let's just go to gold, and then we can go to that previous day's range report. Okay. Previous day's range report. Let's go like that. And let's go through to the daily, and let's go to about weekday. And we can actually see when we take out the previous day's highs, quite bullish, 85% of the time in the last 6 months. Let's just go to the last year. We do have a 77% chance in the last year. When we take out these highs, that we close as a bullish closing day, meaning that we should, 77% of the time, close above this price over here, because that's the open price. So meaning that we should close above that level there 77% of the time in the last year. Okay, here is the yesterday's close price. So basically, you can be looking for longs to move higher off that level, because that's basically the yesterday's closing price that we are looking to close above today with that probabilities. Okay. So got Houston news in a bit, as mentioned. So that should shake up the market a little bit, and then we'll take it in to the rest of the day. And then obviously you guys can always ask questions here in the live chat in the Discord. But if you got any queries and anything that you need resolving, the live chat on the Edgeful website is where you can find me best. Find best help from Brad, actually. So I'm in the Discord, but Brad so everyone asks, where do I go to actually get the fastest support with Edgeful? And that would be on Edgeful's website, bottom right over here, live chat. That's where you can get the fastest help with Edgeful. Right? That is where you can get the fastest help with Edgeful. Bottom right-hand section, you want to create a ticket, build a custom report, build a custom trading view indicator, everything, bug report, feature request, anything like that. Book a call is in the bottom right-hand section. Okay, so that is where it is. You guys good with that? Okay, so we got news in a minute now. Mag 7 here, Nvidia, Tesla, the only one that's up. Everyone else, every other stock down at the minute. See how this Nikkei has been trading. Japanese index up today as well, trading above previous day's highs. So that is also another, again, like you can literally get data on anything, I'm pretty sure. See if they have the, no, they don't have it here. It should be under futures then. See some of these tickers, they only have under futures. The Forex data can be quite tough. So I think I don't know which one it is actually. Is it Nikkei $225 or NK? I think it could be NKD anyway. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. What's the S&P doing? S&P coming, well, big spark up actually on the S&P and now all the way back down. Yeah, still trading underneath extended market hours VWAP as well. Okay. Okay, any other questions or anything like that? I think right now we're still trading between these previous days highs and previous days lows. I'll look for that opening candle continuation report. That's basically the report that I will then use to kind of gather my thesis for the individual day. Okay, because obviously I like using the previous day's highs and lows for a bias. But then when we don't have that, as Andre was mentioning yesterday, you can use that initial balance and opening candle continuation. So again, that opening candle continuation report. Yeah. If that first hour, so let's go to the S&P. If that first hour from 9:30 to 10:30 is bullish, what are the odds that probabilities that we close bullish? On a Thursday, you can see 80% of the time, and for bearish, 73% of the time. Okay. So that's a simple way to get a bias after if we're still trading between those previous days highs and previous days lows, which we are at the moment. See what my pound dollar position here, kind of holding up. I do like the level that we are at the moment. As I mentioned, this is a swing trade. So we'll see how we do fair, yeah. But yeah, I still do like it. We still are holding market structure after news. And we'll see how we do, if we do get some movement to the high side. So I'll keep you updated with if I close out today or if I don't or whatever happens. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being on. And if there's no more questions, please always feel free to reach out into the Discord here. I am always in here. I am always here to help. And so is the Edgefield team on the website. Fastest way to get live support is in that bottom right-hand section over there. Appreciate you guys. And we'll see you then on the next stream tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Appreciate everyone. Have a good trading day. Keep it simple. Keep it tidy. And we'll see you guys then.